today I'm going to be showing you a few simple snack ideas that I like to have. I usually make them, pop them in my fridge, and then whenever I'm feeling hungry I can go ahead and pull them out. So the first one I'm making is like a strawberry yogurt parfait. So what I do is I take strawberries, I wash them, I cut them into little chunk sizes, bite-sized pieces. I then go ahead and take yogurt and put it on top. I'm using Activia yogurt here. You can use any type of yogurt. I then go ahead and take chia seeds. These seeds are really great. They're rich in omegas. So if you don't get your omegas in, you can go ahead and just have chia seeds. This container actually comes with a little scooper, so it shows that one little scoop shows how much omegas you're going to be getting and how many other nutrients you're going to be getting, like fiber and stuff. So what I do is I just take that one scooper, plop it on top, and that is my snack number one. My other snack here that I just pulled out is strawberries, and I have some pineapple that I grilled up on the grill. So that's another really great, delicious idea. Again, I pop them in little containers and I throw them in the fridge. Next, I'm going to, that was my dog jumping for some cucumber, so I'm just going to give it to him. He's such a little greedy sometimes. So I'm back to cutting up my cucumber. I cut them in slices, doesn't matter, thick, thin, whatever you prefer. And I love hummus. I love hummus more than I love any types of dips. So what I do is I take my hummus and I pop it into a little container. And then I go ahead and I take my cucumber and I also throw that into a container. That way I can just pop that into the fridge. And then whenever I'm hungry, I can grab that and pull that out as well. Next, what I like to do is have a smoothie sometimes instead of eating, so I'm feeling a little lazy. So here I'm just using natural mangoes that are unsweetened. I'm using Activia yogurt again and almond silk milk instead of regular milk. And to do this, I'm using my Ninja to blend it all together. So what I do is I go ahead and I pour my mangoes into my blender. And there, I put way too much, so I took some out because then my lid would not close. I then went ahead and I took my Activia yogurt. This time I'm using vanilla, so I don't really want to change the taste of the mangoes. I really want to just taste mangoes and not be like a mango, a blueberry, or a mango strawberry. And here I'm just going to go ahead and shake up my almond milk. And I'm using also vanilla almond milk, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour a little bit of that in. I actually poured way too little, so you might want to pour more than that, or even just add in some water instead of putting so much milk. More milk, the more creamier it will be. So then I go ahead and I pop on my lid. I actually filled my container up way too much, so you'll see in a few minutes how I have to actually take it off and stir it and stuff. But I just go ahead, plug it in, and I start to blend it all together. So like I said, because I didn't have enough liquid in there, I actually had to add more liquid into there because there was nothing helping it to blend well together. So here I'm just using my spoon and trying to push everything down and scrape out the mango chunks that are stuck in the lid. Also, with my smoothies, I actually like so here I'm actually adding in more almond milk. But with my smoothies, I actually like when they have little chunks in them of the mango. I don't know, it makes it a little different for me, and it's not like I'm completely just drinking. It's like I get to chew on some stuff as well, so I like it that way. But if you don't like it that way, then go ahead and completely blend it all together. So as you can see here, it's actually blending properly now because I added in more liquid and stirred it. So go ahead and blend however you like it. So I'm just going to show you what it turns out to be. I actually really like this consistency. It seems a little tough, but it actually turned out more like an ice cream rather than an actual smoothie. But it's just because those mangoes are really frozen. So you can eat it as a smoothie or have it as like a dessert and just have it like ice cream. So the next thing I like to have is a salad. This is such a simple thing to make and eat. I actually get lazy sometimes when I just go and buy this bag of salad. This is amazing. It has so many different things in it. It actually has sliced broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, cabbage. It even has pumpkin seeds, and it comes with a dressing of poppy seed dressing, and it even has dried cranberries. But here I'm just using my favorite salad dressing, which is a balsamic dressing. I like it to be a little more bitter than creamy for some reason. I don't know. That's just me. I never really liked ranch dressing. So I go ahead and stir that up, and it's just easily made. Also, I added cucumber into mine just because I love cucumber. So there's another healthy snack. Next thing I like is watermelon. But don't you hate it when you have watermelon sitting like that in your fridge and no one cuts it and you think, oh, I'm too lazy to go ahead and eat that? So what I like to do is I usually take half a watermelon at a time and do this. What I do is I take the watermelon and I cut it up into small chunks. Sometimes bite sizes, sometimes like pieces that you can just actually hold in your hand and eat rather than little bite sizes. I even go ahead and remove the skin, and here I'm actually cutting them up into bite-sized pieces, and I'm actually tossing them into a container. So that watermelon ended up filling up 2 containers. That half a watermelon, it was a pretty big watermelon actually, and with these containers I just pop them into the fridge, and whenever someone feels like eating, they can eat that. So next I'm making more of like a breakfast item, but I'm my own self and I like to eat eggs for dinner sometimes. I know it's weird, but I like to do it, so it's okay. So what I'm doing here is I just popped a non-stick skillet onto the stove, turned it onto low, and I put some extra virgin olive oil in the pot. Next I'm cracking 2 eggs. I'm using 2 eggs for this. I feel like 2 eggs are good enough for me. 1 egg sometimes still leaves me hungry, so I use 2 eggs. Here I actually ended up getting eggshells in my egg, so don't be like me, and I'm trying to pick them out and get them out of there. It's a little bit of a struggle. Thumbs up to if that ever happened to you. So what I did was I went and got some kale. I washed it and dried it, and I'm ripping them into chunks. Just be careful with ripping them too big because it makes it hard to turn after. So I'm ripping them into probably, I would say, bite-sized pieces. And then I'm going to go ahead and whisk the egg and mix in the kale. When I mix it, I like my eggs to completely cover the kale. So that way when I pop it into the skillet, it's like the kale is kind of on the, like in the middle of the egg or the omelet, so to say. So I literally put the whole thing in and then I go ahead and season it. For this egg, I keep it really simple. I just use some black pepper. I'm using some thyme. I find thyme is a very strong herb, but I really love it with eggs. And I'm also going to use some sea salt. Just be careful using sea salt because a little actually goes a long way, but I love salty eggs. So once one side's ready, you can go ahead and just flip it over, and it should be nicely browned. And the kale, you might not see, well, you might actually see some around the edges, but otherwise it's completely sandwiched in the middle. So that's what it ends up turning out like. If you want, you could add some cheese on top, and there you go, you got a little omelet. I also made some broccoli soup, but I actually didn't put it in the video of showing how I made it. So if you guys want to see how I make that, leave me down to comments below. And I hope you guys try out my recipes. Have a great day.